Welcome to Spiritual and Self-Care Sunday with Coach Kwanz. Each week, we explore timeless principles that nurture faith, strengthen well-being, and encourage a healthier, more purposeful life. Today's reflection is called "The Fruit Reveals the Tree." Have you ever noticed that you can often recognize a tree long before you know anything about its roots? You recognize it by its fruit. The fruit tells a story, yet the fruit is only possible because of something hidden beneath the surface. Its roots. Life often follows the same pattern. People usually notice the visible parts of our lives, our words, our attitudes, our choices, our relationships, the way we respond to challenges. These are often the fruit of something growing quietly beneath the surface. Jesus used this simple picture to teach an important truth. Matthew chapter 7, verses 16 to 20 says, "By their fruit you will recognize them." What I find interesting is that Jesus draws our attention to the fruit, but the fruit naturally leads us back to the roots. Healthy fruit usually grows from healthy roots. The same is true in many areas of life. Good health rarely appears overnight. It often grows from consistent choices, preparing nourishing meals, moving our bodies regularly, getting enough sleep, managing stress, choosing habits that support our well-being. These actions may seem ordinary, but over time they become the roots that support a healthier life. Our emotional well-being also has roots. Gratitude changes perspective. Forgiveness helps us release burdens we were never meant to carry. Kindness strengthens relationships. Reflection helps us learn from experience. These quiet practices gradually shape the way we think, respond, and live. Spiritually, our roots matter just as much. Time spent in prayer, reading scripture, trusting God through changing seasons, acts of generosity, choosing humility. Most of these things happen quietly, yet over time they produce fruit that becomes visible in the way we live our lives. Perhaps this week's reflection is not simply to ask, what fruit am I producing? Perhaps the better question is, what am I feeding my roots? Because healthy fruit is rarely an accident, it usually grows from healthy roots. Thank you for joining me for this week's Spiritual and Self-Care Sunday with Coach Kwanz. Until next time, may your roots grow deeper, your life bear good fruit, and may God continue to strengthen you in every season.